Hello and welcome everybody. It's a very good morning to all of you. Friends, this video is going to cover all things which is going to relate to your personal interviews. Actually friends, I've made this video for all of you, but I've dedicated this video to some of the friends of mine or some of the followers of this channel who are residing in South. Actually, I've got many requests from them that please provide us a video in English language so that we can understand your thoughts, because it's not very much possible for them to understand Hindi language because they are very much prone to their or proficient to their local or regional languages. And the other thing is that apart from that, their local and regional languages, they understand simply English. So I'm just making this video to let them understand what I'm telling. Okay, don't misinterpret the meaning with this key. If I'm speaking in English, then this is required in your interviews. It's not like that. It's not at all like that. The language is not meant for showing your smartness or showing how cool and how dashing you are over there. The language is simply meant for making others understand what you actually want to say. How you want to express and what you want to express, that will matter in whatever language you say. Any language which is spoken anywhere in the whole world, it is not meant for showing how cool, how smart you look and you in front of others you pretend to be. It is simply that you should be able to clarity of expression. You should be very much clear in your thoughts, and the words which you are speaking should convey a message to the person to whom you are telling or addressing. Okay, that's it. I'm telling this in Hindi also, so that if someone is not very much getting a clear understanding of what I'm speaking, he may understand that. Okay, भाइयों प्लीज़ ऐसा मत समझना आप लोग कि अगर मैं इंग्लिश में बोल रहा हूँ तो फिर आप लोगों को इंटरव्यूज़ में इंग्लिश में बोलना है। ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। ये मैंने सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपने वहाँ पे जो फ्रेंड्स है साउथ में जो शायद नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं मैं जो हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ, वो कह रहे हैं कि आप मिक्स करके बोल रहे हो, थोड़ा तो समझ रहे हैं, बाकी माथे के ऊपर से जा रहा है, तो प्लीज़ एक आध वीडियो भी हमें दे दो। तो बस उनकी बातों को कंसिडर किया हूँ। एवर सिंस मेकिंग माई फर्स्ट वीडियो उन्होंने कहा है तो मैं नहीं कर रहा था, बट इसलिए मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया, बस दैट्स इट। इससे कुछ भी नहीं। इंटरव्यूज़ में आप वही लैंग्वेज यूज़ करना जिसमें आपको बहुत ज़्यादा लगे कि आप कॉन्फिडेंट हो, इररिस्पेक्टिव कि अगर आपको हिंदी में लगता है तो हिंदी में बोलो, इररिस्पेक्टिव आपको इंग्लिश में लगता है तो आप इंग्लिश में बोलो। ओके फ्रेंड्स, चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट अवर मेन टॉपिक। द मेन टॉपिक इज दैट what how and which type of questions can come in our personal interview. So in this video I'm going to cover all those things. So starting from the first part, that is your introduction. Okay, let's tell you something about introduction. So actually what you are going to speak in your introduction is going to decide what type of marks you are going to get in your interviews or in your group discussions too. So friends, what things we should keep in mind while giving our introduction? Friends, I have told you simply one thing about your introduction. Never start your introduction with I am this, I am that, myself, Raj, naam to suna hi hoga. You should not do like that. You should always say my name is. That is the proper way of addressing someone in the interview hall or in the group discussion. Okay, always remember that. That was the first thing. And later on, you just give the gist about yourself, your hobbies, your strengths, your weaknesses, whatever you like, you have to say in that. But remember one thing very, very carefully. Friends, have you noticed it? I don't know, but I have noticed in many of the interviews which I have given that in introduction part, if I am very much sure that they can show me in the terms if they are come to my academic studies for which I think I am not very much confident enough, then I'll try to put a mischievous word over there in my introduction so that it can divert the whole interview or whole minds of the whole interviewers to the thing which I have spoken in my introduction. For example, what can I do? What I'm telling you with an example so that you can get a clear idea of that. Friends, in one of my interviews, I was asked to introduce myself. It may or may not be asked from you. Okay, don't take it as for guarantee that they are going to ask you. It may or may not be asked. And if you are going to be asked, then you can do like that, which I have done. So I was asked, introduce yourself. Then I started saying my name is this and that and blah, blah, whatever I have said. And meanwhile, I said that I feel very confident in front of others because I have got something as a co-curricular activity participation in myself. That was my acting behavior. That gave me an understanding, a teaching like that. I started giving my fellowship over there in the terms of acting. So what helped me there a lot? Then they said, oh, means you are you are an actor. Then how you think that you can relate your acting strengths and acting instincts with their banking? So friends, what I meant to say that when you turn or when you rotate your interviewers to your point, which you think is your strength, then actually they will come to know after 5 or 10 minutes that if they have a target of 10 minutes of their interviews, right? If they have a target that they have to take interviews of 100 students or 50 students, whatever it be, and have to give an average time of 10 minutes to each and every student. Maybe it can fluctuate. It can come for 5 minutes for a student who they think that it's okay with them, or it can be ranging for half an hour also for a student like anybody that they will compensate. Okay, but taking an average duration of an interview to be 10 minutes, then when you say such type of mischievous things or you say such type of tricky things, to be more precise, that will be not be mischievous, that will be tricky things. If you implement those tricky things over there in your introduction, that is going to benefit you in a much deeper sense, because they will start asking you questions related to that, because it will be strange from any candidate saying such type of things in interview. And when they start asking you questions on that things, and if you are very much confident over there of your hobbies, of the things which you are very much sure enough, then after 5 or 7 minutes, they'll oh, what we have done, we have asked many questions related to his hobbies and what he has spoken. So they will get less time to focus on that academics also. They will more focus on the things which you are confident enough. So that was one of my mantra for you, so that you can follow it in your interviews, whatever it be. I said acting, that is not compulsory for anyone to say like that. Whatever, it can be anything, it can be even singing also. I know one of my friend who is also in job, he said about singing. He listened to me that I told in my interview that I'm very much confident in acting, and it gave me a strength, or it gave me a power to understand things very far more practically than anyone. I gave a thesis over there. So he said that I'm a singer and I can sing very well, like that he said. So believe me, friends, the interviewers asked him to sing a song over there, and he sang a song like classical song there, and they were very much impressed with him. So friends, these are some of the things which actually, these are creative things, and these are going to benefit you. So remember that this is I gave so much time focusing on your interview section, on your introduction section, just because that you can get a clear understanding what importance this section if in interview it holds in your personal interview. So make it clear. Okay, so this was the mantra 1, like introduction, wow, how, what. Okay, you got it. So the second thing which I'm going to discuss with all of you is why banking. They're going to surely ask you why banking, why you have selected it, and why not any other sector. So friends, for answer of this question, you may go to the comment section of my previous videos. You will find many have asked me this question related to their particular studies, particular streams and graduations. I've answered them separately, so you read the answers and you will get the answer for this question also, why banking, irrespective of which stream you belong to. Okay friends, coming to the question number 3, or the mantra number 3, that will be related with it, why not banking and some other department. So friends, again, you go to that comment section, you will get the answer for this question also, and I've also discussed about it in my previous videos. So if you have not understood, go to those videos and just take it in and standing over there. Okay, the question number 4, or point number 4, will be how your studies can help bank. The same answer, I have replied it many times. You go to the comment section of the part 6 or 7 of the Will and Way series, you will get the answers for these types of questions. Actually, these are important questions, so you have to cover these things. So next thing which is going to give you more marks, that is your hobbies. Yes, friends, whenever you tell them about their hobbies, you will definitely get 3 or 4 questions related to your hobbies. So select accordingly what type of hobbies you can say that can fetch you more marks, because they will ask some questions. And if I'm saying from the very first day that the answers for their questions related to graduation and such type of things won't matter, but here when it comes in the terms of hobbies, then it is surely going to matter, because hobbies is something which a person or candidate is fond of. So they expect that if they ask you anything related to your hobby, then one should be confident enough to reply that answer, because hobby is your interest, and your interest you should know about that. 1 or 2 questions about the interest, if you don't say, it won't matter. But if they ask you 4 to 5 questions and not going to say any of the answers, then surely if it's of 100 marks interview, then they will deduct 10-15 marks from your interviews. So don't take a chance. Select your hobby very concisely and precisely. Definitely it's going to work for you. So remember that. Other thing is that one question which may come to your interviews, differentiate between the PSU banking system or PSU banks and private sector banks. This is a very important question you have to keep in your minds, everyone, each and every one of you. Okay, mind it, remember it. They are going to confuse you, because if you are a fresher, if you are going in banking sector, so they may ask you, what do you think about PSUs and what do you think about private sector banks? What are the basic differences between them, their working culture, their salary structure, and everything. So you have to keep a clear understanding regarding that. So the next question which I'm going to give you is very core, fundamental in these interviews. I think that as far as I remember, 95% candidates they are being asked this question. So this is a very important question I'm giving you all. The question is nationalization of bank. Irrespective the interviews of a clerical cadre, of an officer cadre, of a specialist officer, of anything, they will ask about the nationalization of banks. You know why actually they ask? Because you're going to join that sector, and if you're going to join that sector, you should know the history of that sector. When did nationalization happen? Which were the banks which were nationalized at first? Which were nationalized later on? And what changes from that time till the present recent times have been met in that nationalization theme, and then again it will correlate with the merger of banks. So you have to keep in mind, so you have to certainly figure out those things in a very concise manner, so that if you are being asked in your interviews, you can give a clear expression of those things. Okay, remember that was point number 8. So this interview is related to your SBI only. So in SBI interview, especially, you have to remember the foundation, everything related to your SBI, the CEOs, the present one, the where, who were in past, at least 3 to 5 tenure you remember, then certainly they will be satisfied with your answers. Because if we quote your answers with some of the examples, suppose you say that the present CEO of or the managing director or the CMD of SBI is jo bhi hai, and before it was this, before it was that, so they will think that okay, he has an analysis, means it will give a valid point to them. This person is not speaking something like trash, or he's just remembered and he has spoken over here, and if I'll ask some questions, then he will confuse. No, actually it will show that yes, this guy has got some analysis, he has got some readings, he has got some knowledge. So that will fetch you more marks. So remember that. Point number 10 for you all will be, yes, this is going to be an interesting question. The question is, what are the 3 classifications of a nation under which they are categorized in any of the criteria? Suppose I am telling you India is a what type of country? We are telling a developing nation. We are saying that. So there are 3 classifications of these things: underdeveloped, developing, and developed nation. Okay. So they may ask you what are the things by which they get classified under these 3 types or subtypes. So you just go to Google if you don't know anything about it, search it, prepare a material for that, and just give a reading 2 or 3 times, then you will completely understand what factors actually contribute to make a country a developed nation, developing nation, or underdeveloped nation. So that is going to work for you. This is a very common question also in interviews. So question number 11 or point number 11 will be that I said in my previous video, if you have listened that, you might be knowing that hometown, birthplace knowledge. Because friends, fact is that when they are going to talk with you, they are not going to talk with you like anything. They won't talk you trash. They will talk something meaningful. They will talk something which has got sense. So apart getting the general knowledge, views, and such type of graduation freaky questions, what they will come to the means they think that you should know is about something about your hobbies, and the next big thing is about your birthplace, native place, or the place where you are residing or you are living. That is going to matter a lot. So if you are living in Delhi, just take the history, search the history, and you are going to get good marks over there if it has been asked. I have just discussed about it in my previous video. If you have not listened, just go to that previous video and listen what points you have to keep in your mind regarding your native place. Okay. So point number 14 or mantra number 14 for you will be the role of RBI and its effects. So friends, I have also discussed this in my previous video. Actually, I was not correlating my group discussion with my personal interview questions. I have prepared some 40-45 questions which I am discussing with you in general. So last night I thought that I should just make 2 videos out of them. So I bifurcated group discussion topics in another video and this personal interviews in another video. For that reason, some of the questions are getting repeated. So just don't mind it. Okay, the next 15th number point of the mantra for will be especially for engineers. How your special studies, your technical studies can be related with banks and can be useful for banks. So friends, there are many engineers who are going to face the interviews. Okay, right? So what engineers are expected to give an answer? Engineers have an edge over the normal graduates, and what the edge is that they are the technical graduates. It can be a boon for them, it can be even a curse for them. A boon is because a degree is never waste, and a technical degree is always a beneficial thing which is to be accepted. But it can be a curse when you are not able to interpret your abilities, your technicalities in the terms of interviewers, like that how positive you are or how creative you can be in the terms when it comes to bank. So relate your answers with banks, irrespective of the trade you have studied there in your engineering degree. It won't matter if you are from civil, if you are from what you say. Someone asked me about electronics and communication, CES, and jo bhi hai bhai. So you relate your trades with your banking sectors and how you can do that. I have given separate answers for all the trades in my messages. If anyone has not read that, go to my previous videos. Search the messages and you will get the answers. I have given answers for CES, electronics, communication, even for other streams also. You will get the answers for that. So always remember what was the basic mantra for this type of question. The mantra was what? The mantra is that relate your technicality, relate your studies further with the banks, and that relation with the banks is surely going to get your marks. Okay, mind it. Don't start saying that I have studied the principles and the chemical reactions, and so whatever you have studied, that won't means be relevant over here. That will the thing which will be relevant will be your connectivity of your studies with your banking sector, because at last you are going to give an interview in a banking sector, and especially if it is SBI, then mind it, friends, you need to do that. Okay, so boost up, just go and read those messages and search whatever you want to, and then come to the comment section. I'm always ready to give you an answer. Come over there, I'll give you an answer if you found any doubt over there. Okay, continuing to my next question. The next point or the next mantra or next thing which you have to remember will be for medical guys, for some bios students also I am telling. Actually, one girl asked me in my message yesterday that, sir, how can I tell my biology is very much found useful for banking sector? So it might feel strange now, but how could be biology means be helpful for banking sector? So I gave an answer to her. You may read that, you will get a clear understanding. Actually, what is bios and logos? That is biology, study of living organism, nature, everything like that. Morphology पढ़ते होगे, I do accept. Endocrinology पढ़ते होगे, I do accept. Genetics पढ़ते होगे, सब पढ़ते होगे, I do accept. But one thing more you study over there. What is that? Human nature. And what you do in banking, you connect with peoples, and if you have understanding of nature of the persons which you are interacting, then surely it is going to relate with the bank, and if it's your employer, then it's surely going to benefit them. So be confident in what you are speaking irrespective of the stream which you belong, and make it reasonable, make it a content wise reasonable, and then see what benefit you are going to get from that answer. I'm sure, and you be pretty sure that you will get marks. You will be awarded means ahead of someone who is a more even intelligent than you, means you will be promoted against him, above him, not against him, above him. Okay, mind it. So next topic which will be for art students. Brothers, if you are from arts, don't think that arts is not going to be beneficial for bank. Brother, arts candidates crack UPSCs, civils. So how you can underestimate your studies that it cannot be relevant to banks? Friends, you can. You think the answer. If you don't get, I have given answer to one of my fellows in there in messages. You go and search that. If you don't get, then again come to me. I'll give the answer. I won't waste time in giving answers for such type of questions. So that was very much important for all of you. Mind it, okay? Okay. These were some of the things which were classified under the interview questions. Okay, you might have got some understanding, some basic understanding, and you will answer. Actually, friend, one more thing I want to convey is that always remember, friends, that what you are going to be asked is not going to be on the darker side. It is going to be always on the brighter side. What I mean to say by this saying is that actually the number of questions which you will be asked, okay, that can range from 10, 12 to even 30. Okay, that can range from 10, 12 to even 30. So what thing you have to keep in your mind, that don't think that if you are getting puzzled in any question, then you have to try very much or you have to be frightened with them. No, not at all. Take it on a brighter side. If you don't know, why to hesitate? Say straightforward in a straight manner that, sir, brother, sir, I'm sorry, no, brother, sir, actually, I don't know the answer. Give a smile. You see the power of smile. You feel the power of that positivity which you have in yourself. If you feel the power of positivity which you have in yourself, give a smile and just answer, sir. Sorry, sir, I don't know the answers. You may ask another question. You may say like that. Means it's going to be beneficial for you. Always remember that, friends, in interviews, it is not going to be a question hour or question test or GK test. It's going to be your personality, whole full, what you are, what you speak, how you present, your sense of humor, your presence of mind, all these sort of things are going to fetch you good marks. So always remember that, okay? Kudos for all those means who are applying these, and to all those who are not applying also, to them also, just apply these things and you see the difference what you will get in your interviews. Okay, apart. Yeah, what I was telling you, see the brighter side. If you don't know, just say no, just say no, just say no, just say no. One question you will get that will be from your heart's corner. Then you have to express that answer to that question in a very, very, very good manner, and that will fetch you the marks which you require for your qualifications, getting successful in any of the competitive exams. Okay. They can ask you any suggestions also you want to give for banking sector and its reformations. You think according to your views and prepare that. They may ask you, then you should have an answer. Okay. And then current affairs. I've also mentioned this in my group discussion part topic, will and way part 8 it was. So you just view that video also, you will get. So friends, all these things were actually which I've prepared for you all, and I have given it to all of you. Hope you have liked this, you have understood this. So keep in the mind these type of questions which can come to your interviews, and then whatever doubt you have in your minds from the beginning, if you are seeing my series on will and way from part 1 to part 9 or 10, which I'm going to release today, then come to the comment section. ask me in full freedom. I'll reply you in 24/7. Never bother about that. I'm not going to give you answer. Whatever your question is, ask me. Until when your interview is conducted, I'm going to give answer. I'm going to post a video for even a single guy who needs a help from my side. I'm always there for you, my brother. Don't ever hesitate. Come to me directly and I'm going to answer you. And at last, the mantra, final mantra before conducting this, concluding this video, I'm telling you, brothers, it's totally about your presence of mind, sense of humor, and your confidence, what you're going to put in your interviews. Never bother for any of the question. Just bother for your confidence and for your smile that you're going to put and the power of positivity you are going to show in your interviews. So all the best, kudos to my friends and all of you. Hope my friends over there in South have understood this and have taken benefit with it. And if you have found it useful, then come to the comment section and give me an answer that yes, I liked it or not. Okay friends, chalo milta hu aapse next video mein. Till then, bye bye. It's me Gaurav.